everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the things we should not feed our dogs ever. So I know that I am only a vet student, but I'm going to tell you guys the things I have learned in vet school and in my toxicology class and other classes that I should never feed my dog. The first thing you should never feed your dog is chocolate. So chocolate can cause gastrointestinal signs, respiratory signs, cardio, and also central nervous system signs. So if your dog had chocolate, your dog will probably show signs of vomiting, diarrhea, tachycardia, seizures, restlessness, and you should probably take your dog to the vet. So next thing you should never give your dog is NSAIDs, pain medication. We always think that maybe we can just give our dogs something that can make them feel better before going to the vet. I suggest you don't. So NSAIDs can cause gastrointestinal signs, liver signs, and even kidney signs, which means that your dog can be affected very acutely and can show signs of vomiting, anorexia, seizures, diarrhea, and ataxia. Ataxia is a lack of voluntary muscle movements, and you will probably see that when ingesting things like any pain meds like ibuprofen or acetaminophen, which are your Tylenol, your Advil. Third thing you should never give your dog is marijuana. So even though a lot of people use it medicinally or for recreational uses, you should never give your dog marijuana because it will cause central nervous system signs. And these signs will be like depression, hypersalivation, ataxia, diarrhea. It can lead to coma. So if you see your dog not acting itself at the beginning and maybe salivating a lot, it can actually have urinary incontinence as well. You should take your dog to the vet ASAP. Fourth thing you should never give your dog is avocados. Even though we love avocados and the avocado trend is popping, you should never give your dog avocado because it will cause gastrointestinal signs. And these could also lead to cardiovascular signs. You will see vomiting, you will see diarrhea, you can see abdominal pain, and they would just not be right. The fifth thing you should never give your pet is something we love to cook with: onions. So even though we love onions, we can't give our pet onions because it will cause blood dyscrasias, which basically is abnormalities in their blood. They will have decreased appetite, they will be restless, they will be lethargic. You can see their gums being pale. They can actually have red urine or red pigmentation when they pee. They can faint, and basically it will cause a bunch of abnormalities in their blood work. And when you take them to the vet, you will definitely see those abnormalities in the blood parameters that we look at. Another thing you should never give your pet is alcohol. Even though we love to go out and love to enjoy ourselves when having a glass of wine or whatever it is that you like to drink, we should never give our pets alcohol because it will definitely cause central nervous system signs. And these signs will definitely cause hypothermia, ataxia, diarrhea, vomiting, and even coma. Another thing we like to drink that we should never give our pets is coffee. So we don't realize that a lot of things contain caffeine, and those also can affect our pets. What will happen to your pet if they drink caffeine would be central nervous system signs that can also become cardiovascular. If your pet by any chance drinks something with caffeine, you'll see signs of hyperactivity, agitation, restlessness. They'll be running around, they'll be really hyper, and this can lead to tremors and even seizures. So something we like to put in our coffee that our pets should never have is sugar. And I'm not talking about the regular sugar, we're talking about xylitol. So what's xylitol? Xylitol is basically what is in our foods when it says sugar-free. It's a substitute for sugar. You can find this in gums, in mints, and things that are artificially sweetened. When your dog eats one of these things, it will experience liver damage and hypoglycemia, which means that you will see signs of depression, of lethargy. They might have seizures, they may be ataxic, again with the involuntary movements, and this can even cause a coma. Another thing we tend to eat that dogs should not is grapes or raisins. So I'm Puerto Rican, and my family is a mix of a bunch of countries because we're very, very mixed. And we love eating grapes for New Year's. We eat 12 grapes, it's good luck. So grapes is one of those things that are in our households all the time during the holidays, and it's something you should be careful with your dogs because they will eat them if they can, and they will cause serious problems. Grapes will mainly affect the kidneys of your dog, and the signs that you will be seeing at home are anorexia, which means that they will stop eating, abdominal pain, dehydration, and oliguria or anuria, which means that they will be peeing less or they won't be peeing at all. And those are the things I was going to tell you guys to never feed your dog. Other things are garlic, mushrooms, salty foods, walnuts, macadamia nuts, cherries, tea, and there's so many things that you really shouldn't feed your dog. I highly suggest that if you ever want to incorporate something in your dog's diet, you should ask your vet first, because we never know what's toxic or what can cause them a reaction. So your best bet is to always ask your vet. So in conclusion, there's a lot of things that can end up being toxic to your pets. I learned about so many toxicities in my toxicology class, a bunch of plants, of seeds, and even things that we use and we eat every day. So please be careful when it comes to feeding your pets. And I know that the holidays are a special time in the year in which we unite with people that we love, and we also have our pets with us and we eat a bunch of food and yummy stuff, but it's the time where we have to be more conscious than ever of our pets and their surroundings. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was informative and that you learned something new today, because I definitely did when I took these classes. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys next time.